All right, I wanted to get one last video in before this year is out. I will be traveling until the end of the year, and I've got my D20 rig all set up. And so what you're seeing on the screen, if it develops out, I've also just set the camera up super quick so I can get some shots in. I'm going to do a recording with the D20 rig, which I'm going to walk you through here just in a minute, and then we're going to have everything run through the 2-Note Studio. So there's no live cab using this. It's all going to be through the XLR out because that's the fastest way to shoot this video. I do have this amp hooked up to a cab, so when I get back I'll probably do another video of this rig set up through a cab because this whole rig sounds pretty gosh darn fantastic. So let's just jump right into this rig. Alright, at the centerpiece of this rig is the Revv D20. Now I have a limited edition gold version of this, and that's the main power, and then it's also got the cab modeling built into it. You can see I have the EQ set a little flat right now, and I'm running primarily the gain low and the volume up, because this rig is really designed all around the pedal board. But alongside the pedal board, as I zoom out just a little bit and I pan over here, you will see I also have my Synergy SN1 hooked up to this rig as well. So this not only gives me everything that's on the board below that we're going to take out a look here in a second, but I now have the option to slide in amp modules, and right now I have the SLO module, the Friedman HBE module, and the Savage, the Ingle Savage module. So those I can easily snap right into this rig to go along with this pedal board. And I've done a video on this pedal board in the past, and when I originally built this board, it was all designed that this was going to go into a Port City Pearl amp, and I was going to use that, all pedals for all my gain in that setup. And I've sort of returned to that thought process of what I'm doing. So let's just move down and take a look at what's on the floor here. And this is the pedal board that is being run that we're going to use for this video. What you see right here is I've got the Boss ES5 switcher and the KSE Ceres pedal, but what you don't see without me moving the cameras, and you hopefully will be able to see these on the labels. So if I zoom in just a little bit, you will see labels there that say G2, G3, and potentially G4, and the BEOD. So this pedal board has 4 or 5 gain pedals all set up ready to go as all part of the amp distortion, and this is just a super fun way to have a whole bunch of tones. And so with the G2, the G3, and the G4, I am basically running a mini setup of the Generator 120 in kind of a preamp pedal format. So I'm going to move this camera a little bit so we can keep this all in focus, and then I'm just going to run through these pedals, and we're going to hear some sounds coming out of this this D20 setup based on just what I've got here, just for fun. Just hear what this all can sound like. Alright, in general, I know you pretty much don't care about watching me play guitar, but I'm leaving this camera up here so we can talk as I go through this. This camera down here that you're looking at now is going to look at my legs and look at this floorboard. So right now, I've just got a raw, clean tone going through this amp. So okay, that's the raw clean tone. Now, because this amp, I've got all these high gain pedals, I actually have to run the clean channel pretty low on volume. So I am fixing that by either adding a compressor to my clean channel, or at my feet I have the Steel String Clean Drive available to me. Alright, now I'm pretty sure in general you don't care much about the clean channels anyway, But those are my two options. Actually, I have a third option on tap for what I can do for cleans, but we're going to jump right into that, and that is I have the Revv G2 pedal available for me to use. So, full on, I have a, crunch, a light crunch channel the way I have this set up, and I have the ability to roll off the volume on this and get a clean tone. Now, if I combined that with the compressor, I would probably have a good Nashville chicken pickin' type of tone, but I can't play that style. So I've got that on tap for clean crunch, but let's just jump into the main gain sounds on this. We're a few minutes into this video, and I'm sure you're like, Anthony, come on, get to the frickin' point. We want to hear the gainy pedals with this amp. So we're going to start with the G3 pedal into this D20. All right, now let's hear the G4 through this setup. All right, now between those three pedals and the amp's clean tone on its own, I have a quick and dirty version of a Generator 120. Now again, I will go into full depth on this. I just kind of thought this would be a fun video to shoot up and just show you how crazy all of this options are right at my feet. Every time I post a picture of this, someone's like, hey, you got enough gain on your board? And I'm like, never. Can't have too much gain on your board. So let's jump to the BEOD pedal. This is from Friedman, so I should get more of a Marshally style gain tone out of this. That's the Friedman BEOD pedal. Now the last true pedal we have on this board is the KSR Ceres pedal, and it actually has two channels within it, so I've got two pedals in one. So let's go ahead and enable that pedal. All right, now let's pop this onto the lead mode. All right, so there is all of the gain pedals that are on this board. You know, this is really much a kind of a choose your own adventure from a pick and your flavor perspective. And now we'll just kind of go to, I'm going to turn on the synergy portion of this. So the pedal board right now is all it's all off. I am just using the synergy, and I'm going to bypass the so it all runs through the synergy, and if I bypass it, which it was, so I've turned on the synergy now, and we're only going to listen to basically one channel of this slow through the power section that's going out to the Revv. And there you have it. This is my ultimate D20 setup. I'd love to hear what you're thinking about, what you'd like to see me do a video on in specific. If you want me to dig more into the G2, G3 pedals, if you want to see more of what's going on in the 2 notes reload portion of this with different IRs, if you want to hear the synergy stuff, leave me a comment, smash that subscribe button. I'm going to be out until after the new year. I will crank this video out pretty quick, get it up for you to see, and leave me your comments, and I will be back at it after the first of the year and would love to do more with this rig with you. Thanks for your time. Have a wonderful holiday season. I will see you very, very soon.